This is Ralph with 13 Peppers, and today we are going to take the Devil's Tongue pepper, which I reviewed a little while back, and make ourselves a Louisiana style hot sauce. Now today we are going to be doing a simple Louisiana style hot sauce, and for that you only need 3 simple ingredients. You need your peppers, a little bit of salt, and some vinegar. With that, that is it. And with that hot sauce in Louisiana style is one of the more popular styles that are out there, which most people are familiar with because you're gonna have your Tabasco brand, you also have your Crystal brand, and there's also a Louisiana brand, Louisiana style hot sauce. So lots of different variations out there, and with those sauces, they're all good in and of itself, but I'm gonna show you here how simple it is to put one together. I just wanted to jump right in here and let you all know I'm doing a giveaway of a bunch of my pepper, spices, and seasonings to one lucky subscriber when I do hit my goal of 5,000. And all you have to do is be subscribed, hit that like button, and leave a comment in one of my videos. I want to say thank you all very much, and now back to the video. Now, there is 2 different versions of this hot sauce. You have just a simple quick version where you just make those with fresh peppers. Another one that you can do is actually making a pepper mash and fermenting your peppers, which gives that a more complex, interesting flavor. But today we're going to keep it nice and simple and just go with the fresh. Now, one of the questions I see a lot out there when I'm browsing different forums and reading different comments is, what kind of peppers do you use in a Louisiana style hot sauce? And honestly, it could be anything. Now, traditionally in like a Tabasco brand, you're gonna have Tabasco peppers. In the Louisiana and the Crystals type of sauces, you're gonna have more of a cayenne style pepper in there too. But with different brands, you're gonna have different peppers, which gives it a completely different flavor. But overall, you can use any peppers you want. They can be fresh, and like for example, this is going to be January, so I don't have any fresh peppers in January, and I'm going to be using frozen peppers. It's all going to work the same, and these here are going to be my Devil's Tongue because in this particular sauce I want to have a little bit of a kick to it. Also, besides the kick, I want to actually give it a little bit of a fruity profile, yeah, you get what I'm saying here. But I want to add a little bit of a fruity flavor to it, and what I'm going to do is add a 4th ingredient, and that is going to be mango. So let's go ahead, let's get the peppers prepared, and we'll start throwing it together. Now, the peppers I have here are my Peach Devil Tongue. This is a incredibly spicy pepper. It's a lot spicier than what's actually normally rated, so I'm not quite sure exactly the heat level, but I know when I taste tested this actually kind of blew me away from the amount of heat because it was a lot higher than what I expected. But what we're going to do here is we're just going to go ahead, I'm going to take the top of them off here, and just let you know, these have actually been sitting in the freezer. Because it being January, I do not have any fresh peppers. So keeping them in the freezer is a nice way to actually have peppers all year round, so you can use them in sauces or whatnot. So the only thing is when they thaw, they do get a little mushy on the outside, but we're going to be cooking them in a sauce, so it doesn't matter. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to rough cut them up here, and then we'll get these thrown into the pot. Now that we got all the peppers cut up, let's go ahead and we're going to throw everything into a pot here. And first of all, we're going to start off with the 6 of the Devil's Tongue peppers. Okay. Now for the fruit flavor, I'm going to add 1 whole mango. Okay. I'm going to add a ½ teaspoon of salt. Okay. And I'm going to add a ½ cup of white vinegar. Nice and simple. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, we're going to put this on the pot here, put the pot on the burner, and I'm going to turn the burner up to high, and we're going to go ahead and bring this up to a boil. Once it comes up to a quick boil, I'm going to turn it down and let it simmer for 20 minutes, then let that cool for another 20 minutes, and then we'll be ready to blend. Now that we actually have this up to a boil, let's go ahead, I'm just going to give it just a quick little stir. Okay. I'm going to go ahead, put the lid back on, and we're going to turn this down to low, and we're going to let this simmer for about 20 minutes. Now we got everything cooked and cooled down, what we're going to do at this particular point is we're going to go ahead and blend this up. So let's go ahead and put this into our blender without making a mess. Okay, let's go ahead, let's put the lid on. Put the blender and let's blend this up here. Now that we got this blended up, we're gonna go ahead and take the lid off here. Give this thing a smell. Smelled incredible while it was cooking, but whew, wow. Aroma is very, very nice. And get the smell of the mango and the peppers and everything else. And whew, it is strong and great smelling. So, but what we're going to do at this particular point is we're going to go ahead and set this in a strainer, and we're going to strain this thing out because we want this sauce to be as smooth as possible. Now we've got our sauce and everything strained out. You can see it's a nice thin consistency. This is exactly what I am looking for. Now, if for some reason you want the sauce a little bit thicker, go ahead and put this back on the stove and reduce this down to the consistency that you want. And if you do want it just a little bit thinner, at this point, just go ahead and add just a little bit more vinegar to it, mix it up, and then you'll be ready to go. But for us, this is exactly what I'm looking for, and I'm gonna go ahead and bottle this up. Now, before we bottle this, there is one other thing that we have to do, and first of all, that is taste it. Let's go ahead and let's give this thing a taste. I know this is going to have a kick to it also. You get the mango and the flavors, and then the pepper it just hits. Got a beautiful flavor and everything to it. So yeah, really, really nice. Nice kick, nice sweetness, and everything else to it. So this sauce is just perfect. So let's go ahead and bottle this up. Now, that particular batch only made about 1.5 bottles, but that is perfect. You got one that you can give away to somebody, and then the half you can just keep for yourself. So that kind of works out great. If you want to make more, double, triple the batch of what you make, just go ahead and just do it how you want. Use it the way you want. So, but that is it, and that's a nice, simple Louisiana style hot sauce. So with that, I want to say thank you all very much for watching the channel. If you enjoyed what you've seen here today, please subscribe to the channel. It does help me out greatly. Hit that thumbs up button. The YouTube algorithms love that. You can also follow me on a bunch of my social medias, or you can actually head to my website down below. There I actually sell a bunch of seeds out of my garden, spices, and everything else I make from the peppers I have. So with that, I want to say thank you all very much, and you have yourself a very, very good day. Now, a Louisiana hot sauce is a very, very simple hot sauce. Basically, you need three things.